Hey everyone, it's Deborah, and I wanted to come on and talk to you about cards for craft shows. So, selling handmade cards. So, I did use these two pads to make some fall cards, and I only had a few sheets in each pad left, and I used, of course, the Dollar Tree A2 cards and envelopes in craft, okay? Use this color. I do have some left over. But anyway, I went in and I took a sheet of paper and I cut it down to 5 1/4. I cut this off and cut it to 5 1/4, and then I cut it in 2-inch strips. Okay, that's my pattern. And then any cut aparts I had, I went ahead and cut those apart from these two pads, and I just put cards together. So very, very, very simple. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I made. Let me move this aside and show you what I made. Very simple. I let the paper and the cut apart do the work. So let's go through them. So that was a cute cut apart. I can't remember which paper pad it was from, but one of these anyway. And then here's this. So you can see the 2-inch strips, 2-inch by 5 1/4, and I just mixed and matched. You can see here, these are 2-inch by 5 1/4, and I mixed and matched according to the cut apart that I had that I used. Okay, this one, look how cute. So you've got the 2-inch, that pumpkin paper, and the dot paper, and that cut apart that worked well with it. And then this orientation with those strips. These would make, I think the cards are super cute. Uh-oh, forgot the envelope for this one. Let me grab it. But anyway, they're super cute, and you could add more to it, or you can keep them simple. I would sell them as like a 2-pack, and I'll show you how to package that, where you could do a 2-pack of the cards. But this one's super cute too as well. And then you can see I used that paper. And then this one, I thought, because the dark background to the cut apart, I would use lighter colors, and it worked well for it. And then this one, super cute. I love the plaid and the leaf print together. There's another one, version of the plaid with the leaf print. And then this one I did a little different. It was just some other leftover paper that I just added to that. You can take these pads and do whatever you want with them, but look how sweet this one is with the leaf print and the acorn print in that little fox. That's so sweet. And then this one, I like that. I like that I use those two papers, and then this one. Okay. So those papers are super easy to do that. Let me show you. I think I have one of them of Fall Fun. I have almost the full pad. So using all of these cut aparts to make your cards. And then you have these smaller cut aparts too to make cards. But, cutting this at 5 1/4 this way, and you're going to cut off that hole, and then each one in 2-inch strips, and you end up with 3 strips on each page. But you could, do this with any paper that you have and cut aparts. But yeah, there's some cute. And this pad right here, the Fall Fun, it's a mega pad. There's 48 double-sided papers. They actually have solid paper in this pad too as well that would work well. I plan on finishing this pad eventually. Not right now, because I made enough cards today. But I am going to use some of my Christmas cards, my Christmas paper, and do the same thing. So here are some Christmas papers I have. This is going to be cute to use those cut aparts. They're super cute. That's all I have out of that pad. But I have this sprinkle shop from last year. This is Michael's, and they have these cut aparts that are super sweet. Now, some of it would be better for like a packet or something like that instead of cards, but yeah, you could definitely use something like this to make your cards as well. These are all double-sided, which is nice. And then I have the recollections from last year, 6x6. I don't remember if there's any cut aparts really in this pad though. Yeah, there are. That very pastel-y Christmas, very pretty. But anyway, I mean, you could just take all your pads and, you know, see what you have and make stuff. Oh, this is a vellum and acetate pad. And then this is something I probably got off of Temu that I can use, but I thought I could throw those in. And then also using this Christmas embossed paper that I bought from Michael's last year, which I had no idea what to do. Well, that's going to be a background. And then, of course, you can bring in your foils and your glitter papers for Christmas. But I'm going to do a video separately on doing the Christmas cards. But cards, that would be a great thing for you to sell for your craft shows. Okay? And these were so easy. Or if you have some other template that you use for cards, yeah, use it and just, you know, mass produce a bunch of cards. So I wanted to show you how to package these if you were going to sell them two to a pack. So let me get this bag is not the correct size, but we're going to use it for right now. So let's say I'm going to put these two cards together. I'm going to turn them that way, this way, okay? And I would put a topper on the bag just to make it a little bit more festive. But this is not the right size bag, so I'm not going to put a topper on it. I would want to use an A2 bag, and I don't have one on hand right now. But, you know, you could bag it like that and just do, let me see. So this is, I'm pretty sure it's 5. Oh, it's 5.5. So I'm going to cut a piece of paper 5.5 by 3. And you know, I really don't know that I'm going to use these. I might use, you know, I better leave it just in case. I don't want to use my real pretty paper for, so I'm going to do this. So I'm going to cut it 5.5 by 3. I'm going to go ahead and cut it this way. Just taking a 1/2 inch off of it. And then 3. And I'm going to go ahead and cut 2 because that's what we're going to get if I decided to bag all these up. I would be able to get 2 toppers out of that. Okay, so I am going to do... I know I shouldn't do this, but I am going to do my... I have to, guys, because I'm just not real great at folding. My hands cramp. And so anyway, I'm just going to do this at 1.5 because I did it by 3 and 1.5. So that would be half of 3. Okay. I hope we're still taping. Yeah, we are. All right, and then whatever side you want to put on it, I'm going to fold them both ways and see which one looks best. And I'm just going to use my little stapler. You could use adhesive if you want, but I'm just going to make it a little easier on myself and use a stapler. You could add little flowers to this, or, you know, ribbon. Hey, let's do that. Dress it up a little bit. So I'm going to take some of my fall ribbon. Let me show you what I have. Okay, these are fun. I actually buy these from Michael's. It's the trim bundle by Celebrate It, and I wait for it to go on sale. And look at all of that. So it's just gorgeous. Now the fun part's going to be picking out which one I want to use. Okay. Yeah, so I would either get your hot glue gun going. I don't have my hot glue gun going. Ooh, darn. Sorry about that, guys. Wow. So the fun part is figuring out what I want to use. Something that's more brown. And I think that I want to cover up those staples for one thing. And I want it to be a little bit wider. Those aren't going to work. But you see what I mean. You can go in and just put a little piece of trim on it. I'm just going to cut it to 5.5 and add it with my glue. Let me see real quick. I didn't know I was going to decorate this. Otherwise, I would have had my hot glue gun going. But anyway, these are excellent. There's 25 pieces, 1 yard each. And guys, it'll take you forever to use that. But it's awesome. So anyway, you could just add that little trim there or here or whatever, wherever you want. I would use my hot glue gun to put that on. This glue is probably not going to work. My tacky glue definitely would work, but I just want to show you how you could dress that up. You could even take a strip. I have a bunch of leftover paper. Oh, this is great. This is even better. So I have all this leftover paper from cutting out the cards and everything. Look at this. Well, so I could actually go in here and put something decorative here that would look even cute just to cover up those staples. Let me see. Now picking this out. All right. That's what I'm going to do. But you could do the trim as well. It's up to you. Do what you want to do. Do what, you know, works for you. So I am going to do that orange. And all I'm going to do is cut it down. This is always fun, cutting this down. I'm going to cut it down to just get that hole off of there. Hopefully it doesn't move on me. Get rid of that strip. Oh, this is awesome. Okay, and then I'm going to cut it to 5.5. This is awesome. Okay, guys, I just showed you something that you probably need to do. And then you could still put your, oh, look at that. That's going to work even better. You could still put your trim on it to decorate it as well. Or you can leave it like this and put a flower, or, you know, some type of fall flower or something like that on there. So there you go. That's cute. So I'm going to go and bag the rest of these and come back and show you everything and what it looks like. I'll actually heat up my hot glue gun and make this stuff look cute. All right. I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, here are my packaged cards from the fall collection. I ended up just using the strip of paper on this one, and I had all these embellishment or stickers. This is a Dollar Tree sticker from a few years ago, and I thought that looks really cute together. So there's 2 cards in here. Okay. Here I did the strip of that paper, and I just put a little, this Dollar Tree leaf as well, and just leftover paper, and there's a 2-pack of cards. Here's one, little different. I thought these were stickers, but it's actually a Post-it note, leaf-shaped Post-it note. I have no clue where I got that from. But anyway, there's a strip and 2 cards. And then this one just kept it real simple, put a Dollar Tree leaf. It's from a few years ago. It may even be in the store right now, the leaves. This one, I put some of my Dollar Tree lace ribbon across that strip of paper, and then this is a Dollar Tree leaf, and then the 2 cards. Super cute. And the same here, I just used some ribbon that I had left over. It wasn't from the ribbon I showed you, and then this is a Dollar Tree leaf, and then the 2 cards. I think these are super cute. I think they'd be great for Christmas as well. I don't know what you would sell these for, but super cute for a craft fair thing to sell. Okay. 2-pack of cards. What would you sell it for? Let me know. Or would you make anything like this? All right, guys, have a great weekend. Bye.